Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for October 16, 2025. Good morning, I'm Walter. Here's a brief summary of the top stories we're following today. First, the ongoing U.S. government shutdown has entered its latest phase, with House Speaker Mike Johnson predicting it may become the longest in history. Federal workers and their families remain on edge, wondering when the shutdown will end and what the future holds for their jobs and benefits. Next, in West Africa, the nation of Mali is facing a severe humanitarian crisis as a month-long blockade on fuel imports imposed by Al-Qaeda-linked insurgents continues to wreak havoc on businesses and residents. The situation has become increasingly dire, with reports of long lines at gas stations, power cuts, and inflated fuel prices. And finally, the United States and China are locked in a deepening trade standoff, with both sides engaging in a war of words and retaliatory measures over Beijing's surprise announcement to restrict exports of rare earth minerals. The restrictions have been met with fierce opposition from Washington, and President Donald Trump has threatened to impose tariffs on Chinese goods and implement export controls on critical software. These are just a few of the developing stories we're following today. We'll continue to bring you updates and analysis throughout the day. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us on the AIDailyPress morning podcast. I'm Walter, and we'll see you again soon. And that's the way it is. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then she'll know what's right now. I'm Barbara, your news anchor for today. We have several significant developments to share with you this morning. Firstly, we're following a critical story in international relations, where Australian Defence Minister Richard Marles has expressed confidence in the country's alliance with the United States. This comes ahead of a crucial meeting between Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and U.S. President Donald Trump to discuss key issues, including the AUKUS Pact and trade relations. In another part of the world, UNICEF has launched an aid operation in Gaza to support families affected by the recent conflict. The organization is working to provide essential supplies, including food, water, and medical care, to those in need. We're also tracking a significant development in the Middle East, where New York City Mayor Eric Adams has announced a plan to combat rising crime rates. However, our focus shifts to international relations as we monitor the situation between Pakistan and Afghanistan's de facto Taliban government. The Taliban has announced a ceasefire with neighboring Pakistan, effective immediately after a second wave of cross-border violence in less than a week. These stories highlight the complex and interconnected nature of global events. As we navigate these developments, it's essential to consider the broader implications for regional stability, global trade, and human dignity. We will continue to monitor these situations and provide updates as more information becomes available. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us on today's edition of the AIDailyPress Morning Podcast. We'll be back with more news and analysis after this break. Now, for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we look at the investment banking sector, where Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs have reported a surge in deal-making activity, driven by robust trading performance and a flurry of mergers and acquisitions. This rebound is a welcome sign for investors, but experts caution that macroeconomic headwinds, including trade tensions and global economic uncertainty, may slow down the pace of activity in the coming quarters. In Canada, we're following a developing story in Newfoundland and Labrador, where the newly elected Progressive Conservative government has put the brakes on a massive $24 billion energy deal with Quebec. The agreement, which aimed to supply Quebec with hydroelectric power from Newfoundland's Churchill Falls generating station, is now uncertain, with potential consequences for the energy landscape in both provinces. Lastly, we're examining the implications of the United States' offer of a $20 billion currency swap line to Argentina, as President Javier Milei faces a critical midterm election. While some see this move as a lifeline for Argentina's struggling economy, others argue that it amounts to a bailout and may give Argentine exporters an unfair advantage over American farmers. These stories are sure to have far-reaching consequences and will continue to provide updates and analysis as they unfold. That's all for now. Thank you for tuning in to the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. We'll be back with more news and insights after this break. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. First, we'll delve into the mysteries of the universe, where scientists are searching for answers to some of humanity's most profound questions. From the Fermi paradox to the possibility of advanced alien civilizations being stuck in a state of technological limbo, we'll examine the latest theories and discoveries that challenge our understanding of the cosmos. Next, we'll venture into the realm of mathematics, where ultrafinitists are redefining the foundations of arithmetic and its implications for science. This radical new perspective has far-reaching consequences for our comprehension of the universe and the laws that govern it. Finally, we'll explore the enigmatic world of ORCs, or optical radio communications, a phenomenon that has left scientists baffled and intrigued. As we unravel the mysteries of these cryptic signals, we may uncover new insights into the nature of intelligence, technology, and our place within the universe. Throughout this journey, we'll emphasize critical thinking and skepticism, encouraging you to question assumptions and challenge conventional wisdom. We'll also highlight the connections between different scientific fields, demonstrating how disparate disciplines can come together to form a deeper understanding of the world around us. So join me on this thought-provoking adventure as we navigate the complexities of the universe, mathematics, and the human condition. It's going to be a fascinating ride, and I'm excited to have you along for the journey. Stay curious, keep exploring, and let's uncover the secrets of the cosmos together. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, we celebrate the remarkable legacy of Robert Lombardi, the outgoing executive director of the PIAA, who has left an indelible mark on the world of high school sports in Pennsylvania. His dedication to fairness, balance, and inclusivity has ensured that all student athletes have an equal opportunity to succeed. Next, we honor the incredible achievements of Isaac Bruce, the renowned NFL player who is being inducted into the Broward Hall of Fame. Bruce's journey to success is a testament to his perseverance, hard work, and dedication, both on and off the field. His impact extends far beyond his accomplishments, inspiring countless individuals with his commitment to family, community, and ministry. Lastly, we bring you the latest updates from the world of local sports, where our teams have been making waves in the district tournaments. The Webb City softball team dominated their opponents, crossing the plate an impressive 11 times in the first inning alone, while the volleyball team also secured a convincing win. We'll be keeping a close eye on their progress and bringing you all the latest updates. That's all for now, folks. Thank you for joining me on this morning's edition of the AI Daily Press podcast. Until next time, farewell. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curral.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we explored the complex relationship between human activities and the environment in our report on the Mid-Autumn Harvest Festival, Chuseok, in South Korea. We discovered how embracing local traditions can lead to unique cultural experiences and a deeper understanding of the community. Secondly, we delved into the issue of environmental protection and economic needs in our discussion on the impact of human activities on the environment. We highlighted the importance of finding solutions that balance these two aspects. Lastly, we brought you a significant health development in New York State, where a case of locally acquired chikungunya has been confirmed on Long Island. We urged listeners to take precautions against mosquito-borne illnesses and shared tips on how to protect themselves and their families. These stories showcase the diversity of topics we cover on the AI Daily Press, from cultural exchange and environmental awareness to significant health developments. Tune in every morning for more in-depth discussions and updates on the latest news from around the world. Stay informed, stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. I'm your host, Joan. Today, we're recapping some of the hottest stories in entertainment. First up, we're mourning the loss of an icon. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to cover it in our previous episodes, but we want to take a moment to acknowledge the passing of... No, just kidding! We actually want to talk about some exciting news. We've got an update on the highly anticipated Victoria's Secret fashion show, which is set to dazzle audiences once again with its star-studded lineup. After a 6-year hiatus, the show returned last year with a revamped approach, promising a more inclusive and diverse showcase. This year's event features an impressive roster of models, performers, and stunning outfits. In other news, we took a trip down memory lane and explored the tumultuous relationship between Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake. From their early days on the Mickey Mouse Club to their very public breakup, we dove into the highs and lows of their romance. And finally, we're still reeling from the news about Britney's memoir, which revealed some shocking secrets about her past, including an abortion she had during her relationship with Justin. That's all for today, folks. Tune in next time for more updates on the Victoria's Secret fashion show and all the latest entertainment news. Until then, stay informed and keep on reading. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Atanacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we're celebrating the winners of the recent Wildlife Photography Awards, which not only showcase breathtaking images, but also raise awareness about the importance of preserving our planet's biodiversity. Secondly, we're shining a light on the incredible work of Indigenous women in the Siboney Valley who are leading the charge in community-led conservation efforts. These women are working tirelessly to promote interculturality, food sovereignty, and environmental stewardship, and their dedication is an inspiration to us all. Lastly, we're discussing the alarming decline of the whitebark pine, a crucial species in high-elevation ecosystems. A recent study has found that the species' habitat is expected to decline drastically by the mid-21st century due to climate change, disease, and other threats. Conservation efforts are underway, but it's essential that we take immediate action to protect this iconic tree. These stories remind us of the importance of preserving our planet's natural balance and the need for inclusive and sustainable approaches to conservation. Tune in to our full episodes for more in-depth coverage of these stories and stay informed about the latest developments in environmental conservation. Thank you for joining me on today's edition of the AIDailyPress Morning Podcast. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Atanacher for AIDailyPress, the world's most unbiased news source.